I've got good news. I just came back from Muskoka visiting my mom and dad, and I was able to check out my mom's teacups. Not only did she have a teacup and saucer with wild violets on it, they also had wild violets growing at their house. You guessed it, that means today we get to make a flower arrangement of wild violets in a wild violet teacup. We have everything we need. I harvested the wild violets from my parents' house, and what I did is I pulled as much as I could out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the flowers for this arrangement, but also I'm going to put the roots and leaves into my garden so that I will also have wild violets. So the supplies we need to make this flower arrangement: some scissors, some clear tape, the teacup, some water for the flowers, and the flowers themselves. Let's take a look at the teacup with the flowers that it's featuring. So here are wild violets, and the wild violets we are going to arrange into the cup. I think an important part of this arrangement is going to be the heart-shaped leaves. So we're going to use those to frame the arrangement, and then we are going to pick as many of these pretty little purple flowers as we can and fill the cup to make a sweet wild violet flower arrangement in the teacup that matches. Okay, so my first step to add a little structure to the teacup for these dainty little flowers is I'm going to add some clear tape to the inside of this teacup. Let's see here. I need to put the width of the cup, and we're going to make a grid pattern or crisscross pattern, and I'm going to try to avoid the gold parts of the cup. So there's one piece. Just turn the cup. I'm going to try to cut this piece of tape in half so it's not so thick for the other side pieces. There we go. I have a grid pattern of sellotape inside my cup. There's holes here, 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 and a couple little ones on the edge over here. So now let's go ahead and add some water. Just about up where the tape is, so that as we pop our flowers in, they will have water, but the tape will stay sticky to the side of the cup. Like I said, I think the heart-shaped leaves are a very important part of this arrangement. So I am actually going to start with that as a base. And I am going to pick out these pretty little leaves, and I'm going to try to pick the ones that don't have any damage, and they are a nice bright green color. So I'll go ahead and build that base. So here we have the base of pretty little heart-shaped leaves for our wild violet teacup arrangement. Next, let's go ahead and add the flowers. So when I snip each dainty little flower, we're going to be able to stand them up in the teacup and fill in the center with these pretty little purple flowers. So I realized how easy it is just to pick the violets. You don't need scissors at all to pick violets. Let me show you what I did. Just a little tug on it, pop, it comes off, and you get the entire length. Let's go ahead and clip the ends just to make sure they're fresh to take up the water and get them into the teacup. This is so exciting. So sweet. Look at this wild violet little teacup flower arrangement. I am so lucky that my mom had a wild violet teacup and also had the wild violets that I could pick to make this precious little arrangement. All that's left to do now is take some glamour shots of it for Facebook and Instagram. Look me up over there. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch me make this sweet little teacup flower arrangement made from wild violets with their precious little purple flowers and the beautiful green heart-shaped leaves. It was so much fun, and this one I think is really delightful. Thanks a lot. See you later. Okay, bye.